Now, are you one of those people, like me, always leaving your CDs and DVDs out of the box because you can never find the box? In fact, I can never find the CD I want because they end up all over the house. What you need is a CD or DVD rack, but one with a difference. And here he is, a prehistoric Rack-o-Saurus, the perfect place to store your CDs and DVDs. And this one holds about 30 CDs or DVDs. And there's even somewhere to store your headphones. Look at that. And now he really does look chilled out. Simple to make in 4 easy parts. A 4-part attack. First part, cut a strip of cardboard box card for the backbone. Put this to one side for a moment because you'll need to make the ribs first. So take some more cardboard box card and starting at the bottom edge, draw an arch shape. Make it about 12 centimetres high and 12 centimetres wide and thicken up your arch by about 1 centimetre, then cut it out. And you need to make about 10 ribs in all. So now you've got all of your ribs that make the rack part of your Rackosaurus. But before you attach them to the backbone, it's a good idea to make them a bit more 3D. Now the idea is to scrunch up a double-page spread of newspaper and tape it along the length of the backbone. Use plenty of tape for this. Then make lots more thin newspaper twists and pad out the ribs. Bend the twists around the arch shape of the ribs, taping as you go. Again, lots of tape. And you can always trim off any excess paper. When you've padded out all of your ribs in this way, start to tape them into position along the backbone. And again, use plenty of tape to keep them in place. And the idea is to leave a couple of centimetres between each one. And when you've taped them all, you'll have something that looks like this. And you can see I've taped them along about 2/3 of the backbone because this part is his tail. And it's important that you leave the gaps between the ribs so there's room for your CDs and DVDs. So okay, that's the rack part of your Rackosaurus. Now you need to add on all the details. For the head, scrunch up a ball of newspaper that's about the size of a grapefruit and again put lots of tape on it to keep it into place. Then scrunch up a second ball that's about half the size and tape this onto the first one to make a sort of snout. Then tape the whole of the head to the end of the backbone. Roll up another small bit of newspaper for a leg and tape on 3 newspaper claws and make 4 in this way. Tape 2 to just behind the back of the head and the other 2 at the top of the tail. And then just bend them into position when you've taped them. Wrap more little twists of newspaper around the tail to make it more like a knobbly backbone. Then add some extra detail on the face like 2 newspaper rings for nostrils. And how about little cardboard squares on top of a strip of tape? And they make good sticky out teeth. And then cut 2 card eyelids and stick those on too. Yeah, so now he's really beginning to take shape. And remember, use lots of tape to keep all these bits firmly in position. So now there's just a few more finishing touches. To make your Rackosaurus more solid, mix some PVA glue half and half with water and paste on a layer of kitchen paper all over your Rackosaurus. On it goes in the usual way, making sure that you go over all of the joins. When you've covered the whole thing and he's dry, give him a coat of cream paint. Just slap it on all over. And then add some darker cream in the shaded areas to make the details stand out. And when you've painted the whole thing and it's dry, you can, if you want, pick out some little bits of detail like I've done here with a black permanent marker just around his eyes. Then it's just a case of slotting your CDs and DVDs between his ribs and storing your headphones on his head like that. Look at that. He looks like he died happy listening to his favourite tunes. Try it yourself, a Rackosaurus.